Okay, hello YouTube. I'm just going to do a quick video here on some ammunition for the 5.7. And everybody's familiar with the 5.7. Let's just basically go over it again. 5.7 is a 5.7 by 28 millimeter high capacity polymer gun. Made in Fredericksburg, Virginia, FNH, USA. Effenhurstel, Belgium, and they imported. Excuse me. This particular one has a threaded suppressor for a suppressor. We'll give you about an extra inch of size on the barrel, and it does help for accuracy. So it has the adjustable sights. It's kind of how the sight picture looks. Comes with 3 magazines or 20 rounds total. 20 in the magazine, 1 in the chamber. Okay, and I've got other videos that say that. Now I wanted to go over the basic bullet that are for these are the 40 grain Hornadies, basic center fire bullet. It's like a 40 grain. It's probably get about 300 and some foot-pounds of energy, moving probably at like 2100 feet per second. That's your standard $20 a box. Now here's a customized bullet. This is the Elite Ammunition T6 bullet. This is a 28 grain. I wrote T6 on it. 28 grain. This goes at about 2400 feet per second and hits with about 407 foot-pounds. In the P90 it's going about 2700, hitting a little over 500. As you can see, I have multiple ones here. They just came in. These are the T6. I'll put there, right there, T6 cartridges. 25 cartridges, about $42. About 100 with shipping for $50. This is really a equal hitting power of the 45, pretty much. 407 foot-pounds per second on a small bullet like this. Let me give you a little better on that. Can you see that bullet better? My camera focuses in there. And this bullet is segmented. As you can see, it's copper. And it has a ribbon in it, and when it hits, this actually will break into more than one piece. Just wanted to show you basic on the bullets. This is pretty much what I have here. I've got about 50 rounds of it, and I have about 1,300 rounds of the regular Hornadies. These here, target loads. These are going to be my primary self-defense. I'm going to take about 5 or 10 out and shoot them. See how they cycle, and how they are. And I just want to notice I did get one that actually came like this. See how that is? The bullet came. Wasn't seated correctly. So I contacted them. I'm going to find out what's all about that for this expensive a bullet, not being seated. There was powder all over it. So, but only one. The rest of these, I'm going to tap on them. They all seem pretty good. As far as seating, they all look good. Don't see anything that's not seated correctly. Anything can have one bad bullet. Even major manufacturers have it. But I just wanted to show you the little difference on them. These are they make a lot of rounds for the FN 5.7, and this is kind of how it looks. I'll get you up a little closer. This is the T6, and I put T6 on it, and then this is your regular Hornady, 28 grain bullet. 407 foot-pounds of energy, about 2,500 feet per second. 40 grain Hornady, about 2,200 feet per second up in there. And this is going to hit with about 289, somewhere up in there, foot-pounds. It's not real lot. It's more like a target load. This is you want to be your daily carry. So they make some hot loads for the 5.7s, and anybody ever tells you, having 20 of these bullets coming out at that speed, at that hitting power, that's going to stop just about anything. I just wanted to show you. Once again, like I say, the specs are going to be a little off, probably a little bit better than 407, because with the suppressed barrel, you're looking at an extra inch on the barrel. So you're probably going to, I'd say, be about 420, equal to about 45. And the FPS are probably about 25, because it's going to get you a little extra speed. But those are those bullets, the T6 cartridges from Elite Ammunition, pretty much, and I'll get back to you about what they do on that one that was bad. But like I say, even the big manufacturers have bad ammo sometimes. Thanks a lot for looking, and have a good day. Hey guys, how you doing? Today is just a little review of the Elite Ammunition T6 cartridges for the 5.7 high capacity gun. Number one, the 5.7, like I say, is a high capacity 20 round to 30 round capacity gun that takes a 5.7 by 28 millimeter bullet. Now that particular bullet made in Effenhersel, the gun and the rounds, I think Hornady makes them. They make them for Effenhersel. Is a 40 grain bullet on a slightly elongated 22 caliber, almost like a 22, casing, but it's a centerfire bullet. They make multiple cartridges available for that. They make armor piercing tracers, and I just want to go through a few companies that make some ammunition for that gun. One is Clarkston Ammunition. There's another one, Bayou Ammunition. You can actually look them up on the internet. Clarkston, just like it sounds, Clarkson. The other one's Bayou, just like BYOU Ammunition. Another one is Elite Ammunition. Elite Ammunition. And it's just like it sounds, and that's eliteammunition.net. You could do a search on Yahoo for that. This is a particular, these particular bullets here that I got. I want to show you. These are their newest line of high performance, so-called high performance bullets. These are the T6 Elite Ammunition bullets. You're going to pay for about 25 of these, about $50. Okay, so it's roughly about $2 a bullet. These are very good defensive load in your 5.7. These are going to hit with about 407 foot-pounds out of the barrel at about 2,600 feet per second. Right there, that's not exact specs. But this is a good bullet to carry in your 5.7 for your defensive rounds. This is actually a copper bullet. Now there was some controversy that Elite Ammunition had gotten raided, and it wasn't because of these bullets. There was something with the ammunition, and I think it was Elite Ammunition put the information up there. There was a whole rigmarole about misunderstanding or something, and I think they got out of it, and they're still manufacturing ammunition. So there was something involved, but they're still out there manufacturing ammunition, and there's no problem. But this is the, like I say, the Elite Ammunition, and that's how the bullet looks. 5.7 by 28 millimeter. That's why they call it the 5.7 by 28 millimeter bullet. This is a copper bullet, and like I say, this is going at 407 foot-pounds out of the barrel, so you're getting almost a hitting. This is coming out of the bullet and more than a zombie max. Okay, because a zombie max from a 45 ACP is coming out 330. This is coming at 407. So this is some pretty good hitting power. The only thing is, like I say, a 5.7 is not really your best defensive weapon. Myself, and this is just me. I'm old school, and I really, really, really believe that, I would rather have, that 45 right here, this 45 coming down the pipe than this. Look at the difference of the bullet. Big difference in a bullet, And, you figure, even like this Federal Hydroshock, which is 165 grain, is sitting at 412 foot-pounds. So, like I say, I want to show you that 5.7 ammunition, just for those who maybe have never seen it and don't even know what it is. But that's the 5.7 by 28 millimeter 5.7 ammunition from Elite Ammunition. You get these bullets, you got to wait about 2 months to order them. Takes a while to get the bullets in, okay, because they got to make them. And they only make a certain amount of lots at a certain time. They have to use the reused brass, so this is reused brass. They can use it once, the used brass. But they do work. I'm fired them. You know, they do get a pretty good hit. But other than that, they're pretty good bullets. And I just wanted to, you know, let you know there that, you know, there's other ammunition that is available for the 5.7. And like I say, there's about, you know, I've got about, I think 50 in this box, so about $100 for this. I kind of stuffed them in there. Normally it takes 25. There's more than 25 because you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 right there. And that goes down the length of the box. So you could really, if you stuff them in, you fit. I think I got about 40 in here. But I wanted to show you that. That's for lead ammunition. And that's their T6 ammunition. I think I have some videos showing you that, but I just wanted to throw up another video on there. Was just kicking around the house and just wanted to throw that up there to give you a little bit more information, and maybe I forgot something. Have a good day. Thanks for looking at the video, guys. Hey YouTube, and today I want to just do another review on the 5.7. It's getting a lot of attention. The 5.7 is getting quite a bit of attention from the mainstream media. Years ago, when this gun first came out, it was very, very rare, very hard to get. Right now, the gun itself, let's just grab it here, it is safety checked. See, it's empty. Okay. This particular gun here, I'm going to just first go through some pricing on it and some other basic stuff. Is a lightweight polymer gun, single action. It has ambidextrous safeties, and I like the way that is. Being an all polymer gun, very light. It has a magazine capacity of 20 plus 1 round in the chamber. They have two different models, one with fixed adjustable, one with fixed combat sights, and one with the adjustable sights. These are the adjustable sights you see there. The particular pistol, it has a rail on it. This is for your takedown. This is your slide release. As you can see, it does have a cocking indicator here. When you have a round in the chamber, this like little BB here goes up, and you actually can feel it. So you can feel that, and you'll know there's a round in there. The gun itself is made in Belgium. It's at FN Herstal, and it's imported, I believe, into Fredericksburg, Virginia, FNH USA. The particular weapon itself, FN Herstal makes a lot of nice combat guns. This particular gun is a common sidearm for over 40 countries. A lot of countries they export this to right now. It's a main carry for a lot of police forces, undercover, special ops forces, because it's so light and such a high capacity gun. With 20 rounds you can do a lot. I'm going to go through some other accessories you can get for this gun. Like I say, you can get optical lasers and lights on the rail. You can get a suppressed barrel for a suppressor. It's a threaded. This is a Jarvis. You run about a 400. And this will allow you to put a suppressor on your gun. Also, it's an extra inch, so it will give you better accuracy. It will improve your accuracy a little. They do make various rounds of bullets for this gun. The most standard one is the widely common one, is the Hornady VMAX bullet, which is a 40 grain bullet. And this is, I think the foot-pounds of energy is about like 300 foot-pounds of energy out of the muzzle. Bullet's going a little over, probably 2,200 feet per second. So it is a supersonic bullet. And this little plastic here tears off when it hits a target. It doesn't really make it as more effective than anything. It's almost making it almost like a hollow point. But yeah, this Sabbath hits there. It breaks off. But this is your basic sporting round, and this is the most common one. They do make armor piercing ones, which would be a solid bullet, solid core bullet, which wouldn't be a hollow point. They can go through a lot of Kevlar and stuff. But the main utility the gun has, it's was really developed to be a special ops gun. When paratroopers jumped out of airplanes and into the woods and stuff, they had this little guy with plastic. It was real durable, loaded up with 20 rounds in there, and just sheer bang, 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 bang. That's what it was for. They do make a 30-round magazine, which comes out about this far, or the extension for it, usually about 10 more rounds. I've shot it. It's kind of a light gun. I wish it was a little heavier. I don't know if the accuracy suffers a little bit because it's light. I noticed the recoil, even though you're pushing those bullets out at very high speeds, even though it's a light bullet, you get a little jump on it. I've fired it, but I haven't fired it enough to accurately give you a range report on the gun. Now, they do make some other customized bullets that you can get. Elite Ammunition, Clarkston Ammunition, there's a bunch of ammunition companies. This actually is I'm just going to go through one of them. This is called a T6, and this particular bullet coming out of the muzzle gives you 407 foot-pounds of energy, and it's about 2,500 feet per second. I fired these. There is a little bit of kick to them, but the bullets do work in there. That is one of the brands. Now, they make multiple brands on there for these guns. Let's go ahead real quick and I'll do a quick takedown of the gun. It's pretty easy to take apart. Basically, you hold the barrel and you push this all the way. I think you gotta push that all the way. Okay, and as you push it, you pull the barrel. The barrel will pop right off like that. I mean, not the barrel, the slide. The slide will pop right off. Like I say, you can see it's just a standard polymer gun. There is some metal parts in here. You've got metal. There's metal around in here. There's metal where it really needs to be. There's, there's some different metal parts in here. This is, like I say, how it comes off. You leave that down because you're going to be putting it together. The slide, like I say, has metal inside of it. Okay. It is striker fire, but it has a metal sleeve in the plastic. You take the barrel out, it's relatively easy. You pull that out, and to put the suppressed barrel in, it's pretty easy too. You just slide that in there, give it a little pressure, and the suppressed barrel is in. I'm going to leave the suppressed barrel in. I had this one in before because I was actually carrying the gun. I always do lubricate it. This barrel's not lubricated, so let me get some lubrication here. Just give it a short blast of some lube. And I have two different kinds of lubrications. I have this super lubricant, which is a Walmart brand, and I have rim oil. But usually just blast it with rim oil. Let's just blast it there with rim oil. And I am going to blast it with some super lube because this is actually different than the rim oil. I wipe it just a teeny bit there, just enough, because I want all the parts to be lubed up. I never have enough oil in a gun, I'll tell you that. I don't care what anybody tells you. I was in the military, we used to oil our guns all the time, keep them nice and greased up. Okay, so basically you push that back in, it automatically pops down. Now you can see, this is with the threaded barrel for the suppressor. Let's take that off. You can go ahead and thread a suppressor on there, and the sights are high enough to go across that suppressor, so that's not going to really interfere. The way this gun is designed, it was designed very, very, very well. Okay, let me put this back on here. But now it has the threaded barrel with the threaded suppressor threads on it, and I just want to show you that. So here's your barrel that was in there. Like I say, you can get the gun and then add about $400 to add a suppressed barrel on there. And then, of course, if you get your Class 3, then you could go ahead and get your tax stamp and get your suppressor for the gun. Sometimes you can get the adapters that'll adapt it down, so if you have another gun with a suppressor on it, it will work on this one too. But don't forget, you don't need as much suppressing, to suppress the 5.7. Like I say, the 5.7, very high capacity gun, multiple bullets out. You can go ahead to, like I say, Elite Ammunition, and then you just do a search on Yahoo, eliteammunition.com, or you can go to Clarkston Company. They make tracers, there's exploding bullets, there's all kind of bullets, and those actually would be legal. There is some legality with, just about any weapon that you're going to use for home defense, or you're going to use in a defensive situation in a home. If somebody breaks in, you want to make sure you're not using too much of a crazy bullet or too much of a crazy weapon, because you know how the politics are and the lawyers. At all costs, you want to avoid any conflict. I've been in guns. I'm actually in my 50s. I've been into guns since I was 18. Like I said, I've had every gun they almost made. I fired just about every gun. Between the military and between the guns, I had a lot of guns. I didn't keep them all. I sold them. And then I did move up. I moved a few times and couldn't take the guns with me, but I've had enough guns to really respect them and understand. And to me, I look at a gun and you can't really explain it to a lot of people. You look at a weapon and say, boy, this is beautiful, or boy, this is nice, and whatever kind of weapon you have. And it's just something that's in you, just like looking at a car. So I want to show you this basically, and these have the stippling here, which is really good on the back and the front, and it's meant like if it's wet, I like to try an underwater fire with this, and I think I will try to get one going and see how it would function underneath the water. And if I could do that, that would be great. I have an underwater camera, and I'll try to film maybe underwater. I could do it. But like I say, there's the front of it with the threaded barrel on it. Pretty much, standard. Pull it back. You can see that oil I have on there, and it's good to have the oil because you want to lube the barrel up really good. And then just drop it down. The thing is, this does have a interlock, so you cannot press the trigger unless the magazine is in there. Once it's in there, then you can pull it. Very, very nice weapon. Like I say, MSR on these, it's probably about $1,300, but you can find these in the gun shops about $1,100. I've seen a few on like Arms List or Florida Gun Trader for probably like $950, $1,000. So you can find these guns if you look around. Like I say, the biggest thing is don't be in a hurry to buy one. Look around real good, research it good. It depends. If it's your only gun, this stuff it could make a nice carry, and it could make a nice home defense gun. It just depends on what you want. But I wanted to give you this review of this 5.7. I have some other reviews too, but the 5.7, like I say, really nice gun, very effective, and it's just a specialized weapon. It's just in the link by itself. They also had it widened here so you could fit your fingers in here, and if you had gloves on it. There's even stippling over here. See, it's got it everywhere on this gun. Nice gun. So I wanted to show you that, and I hope you enjoy the review. And like I say, there's a renewed interest in the 5.7. That's why I wanted to show a few people about it, so they could get us some exposure to it and find out what the gun's like. Thanks a lot. Okay, hello YouTube. What we're going to do today, we are going to do a review of the FN7, which is the 5.7 by 28 millimeter gun from FN USA, FNH USA. This particular ammunition here is, like I say, the 40 grain bullet. The bullet in this particular weapon goes over 2,000 feet per second, a little over 300 foot-pounds of energy that it can hit a target. Bullet hits and it spins. Let's give you a quick close-up of this bullet so you can see what it looks like if you haven't already. This is the bullet right here. I'll give you a good close-up of that. Like I say, that's the FN7, 5.7 some people call it, and that's 5.7 by 28 millimeter. It is a Sabbath bullet hollow point, that little piece of plastic in there. Once it hits, it does separate. It is a center fire cartridge versus a rim fire. A rim fire would not have a center. It will be all metal and have a little primer on the edge. When it fires like 22s, and ignites it. This is a center fire. Has a little primer cap that explodes in there to send a bullet. This particular, let's get to the gun. The cases, they have different cases. This is a different kind of case. I like it because it's smoother. The bigger cases that are on the newer ones, and this is still a current model, are a little bit bigger. I'm going to open this up. And opening up this unit, initially we have the weapon. There is a lock. You get two magazines and one in it, 20 round magazines. There's a little cleaning kit here, and there's a key. You get a spent shell that shows you it was fired. I'll give you a little spent shell. Let's pull that bad boy out. It shows you it was fired from the factory. So if you ever buy a gun and say it was never fired, you're wrong, because they always fired from the factory. You get a manual and some other stuff. And let's just go on to the weapon real quick here. I'm going to move this box aside. Okay. The weapon itself, I'm going to lay that down. And I am going to lay the magazines it comes with. And the cleaning kit it comes with here. The cleaning kit basically is a little cleaning kit. It's kind of neat. Put that way. You get two 20-round magazines. Here's a 20-round magazine. And you can see it's the 5.728. That's why they call it a 5.7. And there's two of those ones, magazines. So I'm going to put those magazines away. We're going to get to the gun now. This particular weapon is a polymer weapon. It is a polymer gun. Ejection for the magazine, very good. See how that popped out of it? And it is, I'm going to pop that out one more time for you. Pops out real nice. It's not an ambidextrous ejection, but that's all you need. It has ambidextrous safeties, one on each side. This is part of your takedown, and this is your slide lock. And I'm going to show you something with this particular weapon. There was a few videos before about slide locks and slide releases and things like that. Now I want to actually get into that and show you something here. With the magazine in there, that's an empty magazine. If you lock it back and you try to drop that slide, it is not going to go. If you check the shell, the magazine, and hit it, the slide will drop very easily. And reason being, when you're firing in the range to get your last round, you can't, it won't let you do it. So let's say you pop it out and you just want to drop it, go home, and it won't fire either. Now if I put that in, right, it'll fire. Of course you don't have a round loaded, but let's go back to this, and I'm going to show another feature here. Let's say you like that, and you're on the range, and I got a dummy round I'm going to put in this machine that I drilled out. It's not an active line. I will put the safety on it. Okay, let's say you're at your last round, right? Okay, and I say the slide's not going down because you're at your last one. You pull that out, you put your live round in. Watch this. Do you see that? Okay, I'm going to eject this round again, and I'm going to pop out this round here. Came out. So the weapon is empty. It's empty. Take these off. Okay, I'm going to show you that again. You got the round. The round has been ejected. Now you're at the range you're shooting. Your last one. Okay, so it pops open. You try to drop the slide. It's not going to drop because you don't have any bullets in there. If you drop that out, nothing happens. You pop that back in, you can actually fire it. The nice thing about that is you're firing, get your last one, nothing's going to happen. Pop that in, you pop your other round in. I'm going to put the other round with the bullet in it. Put your other round in, and you're waiting. Let me eject it now, but that's really a nice feature there. Sort of like a Glock. Really, these are a nice little weapon. I'm going to actually later on be adding probably a light to it, or maybe a laser. Probably could throw this in the mud and the gunk and the dirt and wash it off, and you're not going to have any problems with it. These are very, very durable polymer gun. But the nice thing about it, 21 bullets, 20 in the round. They make a 30 round for this too, magazine. Which basically what it is, it's you can get the magazine, or you could take this apart here, and you add the addition on here and give you an extra 10 rounds. I will be getting that fairly soon. Nice weapon. It does come with some target sights, and I'll throw here and show you, try to shoot you a target picture there. Get a little bit better there. It's a target picture. And it does have an adjustable set of sights on there. Some don't come with them. Not all of them come with them. So the combat ones don't have that. And I would rather have the adjustable sights. It's really a sight picture. Doesn't really make it too much higher. Wouldn't be a bad weapon to carry in your pocket, in a little holster. But like I say, it's very, very nice little guy. But I wanted to get that, get the one misconception about, like, you're racking it and it's very hard to go. Can't get it. But if you dropped it, you put another magazine in there, yeah, then you'd be ready to go. And you pull the trigger. So actually, what you could do is you could you could put a round in there, rack it. You could, let's say, drop that round in there, and then you could load it up. That's your one round. Load it with 20. Put it in there, and you're all ready to go. So you actually could leave this, have this loaded with one round in it, and nothing's going to happen. Load it. You can keep it like that. Then when you're ready to go, pop your magazine in. Bang. That would pop back. Chamber your next round and stuff. Like I say, it's very hard. You got to eject it, drop that. But I saw that. And I wanted to bring that up. It's a nice little feature there. That'll correct a lot of misconceptions about this particular little weapon here. Great weapon. Highly recommended. You could probably get this guy for about $1,100. I got this for it was like $10.79 after tax. And it comes with 3 20-round magazines. That little case, I like it. The newer cases that they're selling these guys in are not so compact as this. I like this as a small little case. Got everything I need in there. Really, really nice little weapon. Very compact. Snap it around. Can go in my safe real easy. Just wanted to bring that up and tell you some misconceptions about that. Normally the bullets, they come in a pack of like 50, and definitely decent, great for the money. And like I say, anybody has any comments on this, feel free to shoot me or join my channel, and I'll have a lot more videos. Thanks.